All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and the glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Harakah Kodash, and of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim, preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. So me and the brother were having just a conversation on the chats, and what sparked this lesson is we were going into Esau, how Esau, constantly was there to harass, Jake, all right, which are you Israelites, you so-called black Hispanics, Native Americans, all right, and how Esau infiltrated his ways or his way into rulership, being the serpent that he is. All right, Esau always instigating wars and just being the violent. Okay, even amongst even amongst the whole government and structure of Esau. All right, you had World War One, World War Two, which were Edomites, at war with each other. And, nothing's changed. In the ancient world, okay, you constantly had Esau at war with himself. Salakia got Satan messing me right now. All right. Man, Salakia. All right, during the time of the Greeks, okay, you had the Revolutionary War. All right, it was Esau killing Esau. So this is Matthew chapter 11, verse 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence. And the kingdom of heaven, I remember, the Yahushua told the disciples, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So the kingdom of heaven are you Israelites that believe. Okay, before we're actually placed in our land, all right, as it tells you in Revelation, I believe 21 or 22, it says New Jerusalem is going to come down from heaven, come down out of heaven from Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's talking about the elect descending from off the chariots, the so-called UFOs, to take rulership over the planet. All right. And, Jerusalem, the kingdom, is the Israelites that believe. Okay, so the kingdom of heaven is suffering violence under Esau, the so-called white man. That's why it says, and the violent take it by force. We all know that everything that Esau got in his control, okay, was through violence, or his blessing is the sword. Okay, so the way he got control of everything is through murdering people, man. Murdering people, rape, robbing, pillaging. All right, the lands of the nations, man. And the chief nation he came against was us. Okay, us Israelites, us true Hebrew Israelites. So now from there, let's go to Revelation And I want to say it's 16 and 10. Let me see. No, that wasn't it. Right here. Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice. Actually, let's start up. Okay. Let's see. This is Revelation 12 and 7. It says, there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Now, this is a war that's going to take place real soon. Okay, at the arrival of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, okay, to save the elect. Okay, it says that war is going to take place between Michael and his angels and the dragon and his angels. Now, Michael is he's a chief, okay, of the archangels, and his angels, all right, is dealing with the angelic forces that are under him, because Michael, he is the chief of the angels, man, of the archangels. Okay. And those angels, all right, that are going to be with him are going to be in so-called UFOs. The dragon is dealing with Esau and his, military alliance, which makes up NATO and the EU, which is also known as the Beast. Now, the dragon is Esau Edom. All right. It says, and the dragon fought and his angels. Okay, so remember, Trump was talking about a space force. Okay, NASA, all right, all their satellites. Okay, the satellites are actually, the majority of them actually contain weapons on them, man. And they're not facing the earth. Okay, there's a lot of people that are out there exposing that the majority of these satellites are facing in an opposite direction of the planet Earth, because a lot of them have weapons on them that they're going to be using to fight against, Yahweh Shai, Michael, and the angels. Okay. It says, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. You see? So they're not going to win, the war against Yahweh Shai, Michael, the angels, nor the elect. Okay, but he's going to fight. All right, as it tells you in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, it says they were sore afraid, but yet durst fight. Okay, like that movie Independence Day, they're going to be terrified. Okay, but they're still going to put up a fight, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to work on the mind of the most proud, who is Esau Edom, to fight. Verse 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God, and the power of his anointed, his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. You see, Esau is always accusing us of being violent, of being thugs, of being criminals, of being wicked. Okay. And 2/3 of our people, he is right. 2/3 of our people, as it tells you in the book of Romans, they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. So 2/3 of our people, he is right. He's got a point. Okay, that they are violent, that they are wicked, that they are thugs and criminals. Okay. But when you read John chapter 8, Yahweh Shai tells 2/3 of our people, okay, that they are of their father, the devil, okay? And Esau, he's the fucking devil. He is that dragon, okay? He is that serpent. And he is the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, all right? But Esau is the ultimate nigger, okay? He is the ultimate thug, the crime lord, okay? When you look into the first crime family, it was the Borgias, man, all right? The Borgias were the first crime family. And the Borgias changed their name to the Rothschilds, man. All right, when you go into history of the mob and the mafia, they always want to demonize Jake with the Italian mob, the Irish mob, the Sicilian mob. But the first actual mob criminal syndicate was Amalekites, man. And they were called the Purples. Okay, as a matter of fact, let me Google that real quick. All right, you see? It says the phrase, first mob the purple, is likely a reference to the Purple Gang, a notorious criminal organization that dominated Detroit's underworld during the Prohibition era of the 1920s and 30s. The infamous Jewish American mob gained a reputation for extreme violence and control over the illegal liquor trade from Canada into the U.S. You see, you don't make this up, man. All right. Clearly says, it says they gained a reputation for extreme violence. All right. So the violence that took over, everything by force, as the scripture says, is dealing with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and in particular, the tribe of Amalek of Esau, Edom, which go around the earth today calling themselves the Jews that are in control of our land, okay, that are actually in the land of Israel, occupying it, and saying that they are the people, okay, but they're actually the violent, they're actually the devil, they're Satan, all right, but they don't have much longer, okay, although they're accusing us of being wicked, they're the wicked. Okay. This is verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. You see, it doesn't say that we're going to overcome Esau, Edom by being violent. By going to war against him. And Satan's fucking me real tough right now, man. He doesn't want this to come out. Okay? Because, see, the thing about us, man, from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, we come out with facts, man. Okay? We prove what the scriptures are saying. Okay? Here it is. I went into the violent, taking it by force, and it just showed you that, them so-called Jews, okay, were extremely violent. All right. They were one of the first, if not the first, crime mob. All right. Mafia group. Gang. Okay. Organized crime. And it said 1920s to 1930s. So that was before, the Balfour Declaration and Nazi Germany, so-called on an eradication quest against the so-called Jewish people, man. Okay, it just showed you that they are fucking violent, man. All that stuff you hear about Nazi Germany and Anne Frank and all that was all a fucking lie, man. Okay, those gas chambers filled with Zyklon B and all that was where they were throwing, the bodies that were infected with typhus, man. Okay. They weren't gas bombing fucking live, Amalekites. Okay. And when I say live, I don't mean like, what I mean by that is rehabilitatable, man. Okay, that's somebody that could just help. No, they were throwing fucking the sickly, the ones that were just through, and they were infected with that lice, man. They were spreading typhus. Okay, and Zyklon B, when you look into it, was an agent used to kill those fucking fleas, man, those ticks, man. All right. So Esau, he's the fucking violent man. He's a liar. He's a demon. Okay, and we're going to overcome him by the blood of the Lamb, who is Yahushai. It says, and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto the death. Meaning that we're willing to die for our faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, it doesn't mean that we're suicidal and we're going to fucking jump in front of a moving train, man. All right, that just simply means that the condition of our life, us understanding who we are as a people and what's to come, okay, it depresses us being under, subjection to a wicked fucking nation and seeing our people bug the fuck out, man. Okay, it makes us hate, the conditions of our life, man. Okay, we are not suicidal. All right, we don't want to blow our own heads off and strap bombs to ourselves. No, that ain't it. Okay. It's verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. What is wrath? Let's actually look into the definition of the word wrath. Okay. The word for wrath is extreme anger. All right. Similarities: rage, fury, indignation. All right. Let's see what else there is. Fierce anger, often with a desire for vengeance or punishment. You see, he's got a wrath for us, man. This man actually wants to eradicate us as a nation, as a people. All right. But it's our time to rejoice, because as he moves in for the kill, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai gonna checkmate his bitch ass, man. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, okay, is going to destroy Esau, Edom, and his system, man, his power structure, and put us in control, put us in full authority. Okay. It says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay. He knows that he's finished. He knows that we're waking up to the fact of us being Israelites. And he knows that we have the 144% truth, because here it is. We're preaching quality over quantity. We're telling the world that when the elect is sealed, this man is doomed. Okay, so he could keep fucking trying his hardest to deceive the very elect and keep the elect asleep. Okay, fuck 2/3, man. They are of their father, the devil. But 1/3 is going to wake up, and then his ass is grass, man. Okay, that is there for the day, and as the scriptures say, the next day is thrown in the furnace, man. All right, this devil's through Esau, Edom, the violent, the proud. All right, and just a bit of history, man, that you're going into. Me and the brother were talking about how they took down Jake with violence, man. Okay, and then they were at war with one another, man. World War III, the war to end all wars, so to speak, on this side, is going to be all nations, okay, including Edomite nations, NATO and the EU, the beast, destroying America with nuclear fire, man. And then all you nations trying to fight against the Lord simultaneously and you're gonna get destroyed, man. All right, Esau, Edom is going into slavery for 1,000 years, and they're gonna be eradicated as a people. You other nations are going into captivity as well, but after those 1,000 years, you nations are just gonna become perpetual tributaries and slaves and servants unto us Israelites, man, forever. And if you do good, or you keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, yeah, you're gonna be all right. But you're never gonna be perfect. So you other nations are gonna be continuously, you know, going off and getting rebuked and getting chastised. Okay, and you're never gonna usurp authority over Israel. All right, we're gonna dominate you. Okay, and it's gonna be gorgeous, man. It's not gonna be like how we are now, how it is now, I should say, how this world is now. Okay, there's gonna be harmony. There's gonna be peace. Okay, for us Israelites, and as long as you appease us, as long as you come correct, all right, you nations are gonna do all right. Okay, we're not gonna be demons like Esau and just fuck you up for no reason. Okay, we're not gonna go, you know, doing heinous things for no fucking reason, man. This world is passing away, man. All right, righteousness is gonna, overtake all this evil, man. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arakakodash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect. Shalom.